Namaskar. Hello and welcome to 𝗣𝗽𝗍𝘬 channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer. Joining me Srikumar, and fasten your seat belts for a fascinating ride as we look at the upcoming state elections and also touch upon a few other things that are happening in and around India. Let's welcome Srikumar Kannan ji. Srikumar ji, Namaskar. Ram Ram, how are you?
Namaskar sir, Ram Ram. I'm good sir. How about you?
I'm doing well, Srikumar. As always, you are an oasis of peace and contentment in the rough and tumble of Indian politics. You know, people have the sense of calm when they come to listen to you. Viewers, small request to all of you, please do like this video now, because we're going to give you an analysis a little bit about what is going on in UP. And this is very important, very, very, very important. So do please like this video now so that it has the best chance of going viral. Srikumar, first, let's take a look at the upcoming state elections, and then we will go into the visit of Mohan Bhagwat ji to Gorakhpur and spending 3 or 4 days there talking with Yogi Adityanath. There is something there that I would like our viewers to understand. We are just connecting the dots, viewers, but we think our dot connection is pretty good, because I'll tell you why. I wrote this book 4 years ago, and you read this book, you will know who I am predicting to succeed Modi. That's all I can say. Srikumar, over to you, and get started from the preparations for different. Maharashtra is difficult just because of the fact that they have done so much breaking and joining and things like that. So let's start with maybe Haryana first, because Haryana is coming up first. Haryana is coming up first. So start with Haryana, then we'll go to Maharashtra. Over to you.
Yes, sir. Actually, there is a uniqueness of the 3 states, that is Jharkhand, Haryana, as well as Maharashtra, because these 3 states have a consolidated political clan on one side and BJP on the other side, and also there is a dominant caste group politics also there, playing role in all the 3 states. If you take, I'm just comparing only the similarities. The dissimilarities are many, but I'm just comparing what the first similarities is concerned. You take Maharashtra, where the Marathas are the dominant political groups. As far as the Haryana, it is the dominant Jat group, and as far as the Jharkhand, it is the tribal group. So wherever there is an issue with the 3 places, BJP 2014 had made an imprint into all the 3 states with the non-dominant group political chief ministers. They have brought a Brahmin in the name of 𝗍𝙗𝗍𝙗 Fadnavis in Maharashtra. They have brought a Punjabi Hindu, that is a non-Jat, as Manohar Lal Khattar in Haryana, as well as Raghubar Das, who is an OBC in the tribal dominated Jharkhand. So now coming to Haryana, if we see Lok Sabha is concerned, both 2014 and 2019, BJP had a very nice traction as far as Lok Sabha is concerned. But it all went down between a Jat versus non-Jat issue, and particularly BJP began to lose the Jat support, especially post 2019. Yes, sir.
Kannan, can you adjust your camera just a little bit, because part of your head is getting chopped off right now? A little bit
Now
more.
it's fine.
You bring it down to my level, just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Perfect. No, not so much. Yeah, this is good. Please continue.
Now, thank you. So now, if you see the as far as Haryana is concerned, now what happened in Haryana was the BJP didn't did its homework properly, especially post 2019 elections. Everybody began to think that it is because of the farm laws and other issues. Forget about farm laws. Farm laws came much more later. But see 2019 assembly elections. For Lok Sabha elections in 2019, BJP got 10 out of 10. All the 10 seats BJP got for the first time ever. But when it came to assembly elections, it couldn't even get a majority. That came just 6 months after the Lok Sabha elections. That is because the BJP began to repeat its old formula of consolidating the non-dominant group. For example, if it could have shuffled between a non-Jat in its first regime and a Jat in its second regime, something like that, then BJP could have balanced the situation. But what happened, it went ahead with the chief ministership of Manohar Lal Khattar. They announced his name. So that made Jats became more anger with BJP, and they began to vote en bloc against BJP. The another problem with Haryana was, so earlier there was a Jat party by the name Indian National Lok Dal by Om Prakash Chautala, by Devilal, but the visible absence of INLD and its meltdown and its reincarnation in the form of JJP by 𝗤𝙨 Chautala, they got a glimmer of hope in 2019. But what happened, even that adjustment with 𝗤𝙨 Chautala and subsequently the 2024 elections, this made the Jat to feel that 𝗤𝙨 Chautala or INLD are no longer the champions of Jat causes. So they are beginning to regroup behind Congress. So that is the biggest problem, that the BJP earlier had two opponents, one in INLD, another in Congress. So the division of votes was able to help them as far as assembly is concerned. Now they have a vibrant opponent as Congress, and it has more number of leaders. Earlier it had no, Bhajan Lal was there. Now Bhajan Lal is no more. Now they have Bhupinder Hooda, who is calling all the shots, and Kumari Shilja. So these two people, one Jat and one Dalit person, they are begin to call the shots. Now the ideal position for BJP could be to stop the erosion of further Jat votes and the consolidation of OBC and other votes in its favor, could somehow save the situation. It could somehow scrap the position as they got in 2019, but it's still very difficult. That's what I feel so.
Thank you so much. And I'd request our editor to play a video. Viewers, just watch this video. This is by Kapil Mishra. And this affects not just Haryana, but also Delhi. In fact, it is more towards Delhi, but the water is a contention here, the bone of contention. And Haryana is also being blamed by the Aam Aadmi Party. So just take a look at this video, and then we will have some follow-up questions for you, Srikumar.
पानी का जो भयानक संकट है, उसका सबसे बड़ा कारण है कि इसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कुछ खास इलाकों में किया जा रहा है और बाकी दिल्ली का पानी रोका जा रहा है। आपको पानी की जितनी भी प्रॉब्लम के वीडियो दिख रहे हैं, ये गोविंदपुरी जैसे इलाकों के, देवली के, संगम विहार के, यमुना विहार के, भजनपुरा के, राजेंद्र नगर के, आनंद पर्वत के, बाहरी दिल्ली के, इन इलाकों के। लेकिन आपको सीलमपुर का, जाफराबाद का, सीमापुरी का, ये पुरानी दिल्ली का, जामा मस्जिद का, यहां पे पानी की प्रॉब्लम का वीडियो नहीं है, क्योंकि ये दिल्ली सरकार, केजरीवाल सरकार पानी के डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन को धर्म के आधार पर कर रही है। मौजपुर का, यमुना विहार का, भजनपुरा का, गोकलपुरी का पानी सीलमपुर के लोगों को दिया जा रहा है, सीमापुरी के लोगों को दिया जा रहा है, बाबरपुर के लोगों को दिया जा रहा है, वो भी उनकी खास बस्तियों में खाली, जहां पर मुस्लिम इलाके हैं। ओखला में पानी दिया जा रहा है और आपका पटपड़गंज का पानी अल्लाह कॉलोनी की तरफ दिया जा रहा है, त्रिलोकपुरी का पानी रोका जा रहा है, राजेंद्र नगर का, आनंद पर्वत का, करोल बाग का पानी जामा मस्जिद और मटिया महल के इलाकों में एक्स्ट्रा सप्लाई की जा रही है। ऐसा क्यों किया जा रहा है? पानी भी धर्म के आधार पर दिया जाएगा क्या? आपको बकरीद के लिए स्पेशल पानी की व्यवस्था करनी है, वो आप करिए, लेकिन इस प्रकार से धर्म के आधार पर पानी का बंटवारा किया जा रहा है दिल्ली के अंदर, और ये ठीक नहीं है। मैं केजरीवाल के मंत्रियों से ये कहना चाहता हूं और उपराज्यपाल महोदय से भी कहना चाहता हूं कि इसकी जांच की जाए कि क्या खास धर्म के इलाकों का पानी रोककर एक खास इलाके में भेजा जा रहा है। और दिल्ली में पानी की उपलब्धता की समस्या नहीं है, थोड़ी बहुत गर्मी में जो होती है उतनी तो है ही, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि इलाके के इलाके सूखे हो जाएं, लोगों को पीने तक का पानी ना मिले। केजरीवाल सरकार मुस्लिम इलाकों में पानी की व्यवस्था कर रही है, हिंदू इलाकों का पानी रोककर, और इसकी जांच भी होनी चाहिए और धर्म के आधार पर पानी का बंटवारा तुरंत रुकना चाहिए।
That's an explosive statement by the BJP member Kapil Mishra. Yours, he used to be an AAP minister before. I want to state the facts before all of you. He used to be a minister in the AAP government, and he quit that and he joined BJP, and now he's become perhaps a face of BJP in Delhi. knowing BJP, they will not appoint somebody who's popular as a CM, but that's another unfortunate aspect. That let's leave that thing aside for a moment. Srikumar, your comments. How realistic do you think these allegations are?
There are a couple of allegations, Sree Iyer ji. One is the Aam Aadmi Party, which fought the elections on the real issues of common people. First, they came out with the two things. One is electricity, another is water. If you remember, it was Sheila Dikshit's time in 1998 till 2013. For the 3 consecutive times, Sheila Dikshit was the chief minister. And the last term of Sheila Dikshit, also there was acute water crisis. I should all take you back to those times. People of Delhi may know that Sheila Dikshit used to declare that she used to take water for bathing purpose only for half bucket full. That she used to say, because she wanted to start the austerity from her home itself. That's what she used to say. So that was there at the time itself. Then the Aam Aadmi Party, which came into power with the slogan that they will not allow the water mafia to control the water problem in Delhi. So unfortunately, they became the fountainhead of this issue. Both electricity and water, they become real issues. From the manufactured issues, they are now becoming the real issues. And the problem, what I feel so is, though it is the allegation of Kapil Mishra may be true, but there is a real fact also in that the water for Delhi is real in some areas. And Aam Aadmi Party, without even able to address this issue, they began to blame the issue on the BJP government of Haryana on one side. Similarly, some 2 days before, they began to blame Himachal Pradesh for that, because they want water from Himachal Pradesh. So, Aam Aadmi Party, which started this activity of governance, they are now clueless how to handle this issue. That's what I feel so. But I personally feel, though there is a chance that it may be an artificial or a fabricated issue, this water crisis, but there is some element of truth also in it. That's what I feel so.
Thank you, sir. And now let's take a quick look at, we'll come to Delhi in just one moment. I want to highlight that Jharkhand BJP is already moving ahead with plans for preparing for the elections, which is a good thing. They have realized that they are due in Jan or something like that. There is a chart that we will show of the dates of the different the dates when the current assembly dissolves. Here you go. So you can see Haryana was the first one. That is why I wanted to come to Haryana first. Then is Maharashtra, then Jharkhand, then Delhi. Okay, because Haryana and Delhi were linked, we did both. Now let us, okay, I was going to go to Jharkhand, but let's wait for Jharkhand. Let's go to Maharashtra, because Maharashtra presents a huge challenge for BJP, because somewhere along the way, they have lost their way. The MVA was totally corrupt, totally money-making mode. Uddhav Thackeray rarely came to office. Evidently, he has a health condition. And if he is going to be the face of MVA again, with Sharad Pawar running it from back, unfortunately, somewhere along the line, BJP has lost the sympathy of the voter. How do you think they need to work to restore back that? They were on an upward mobility, right? In 2000, the last elections, they got 107 seats, if I remember correctly, as opposed to 67 of Shiv Sena. Together, if they had combined and formed the government, everything would have been fine. And the way the thing happened was, evidently, before the election, there was an agreement in place where Uddhav says that Amit Shah had promised him that the power sharing will be 50-50. But then, when the elections happened and BJP outperformed Shiv Sena, they're not like competing head to head. It's like you contest in these seats, I'll contest in these seats. But the strike rate of BJP was much higher than Shiv Sena. Somewhere there appears to have been a rethink. And Uddhav said that, look, I did not even want the first half of the 5-year, I wanted the second half. So that's where the whole thing happened. Then there were, harsh words said, break happened, MVA happened, then MVA got broken. I felt that BJP should have stopped at Sushil Shinde, at Shinde, whatever Shinde, I don't remember the Shinde first name, Eknath Shinde, and not gone after NCP also. Needless controversy there. Again, one in the night swearing in of Ajit Pawar as Deputy Chief Minister, only for that to be reversed. Sharad Pawar comes and says, no, you are not going to do this, and he is somehow persuaded to do that. All these things have left a bitter taste in the mouth of Maharashtrians. Very proud race, very hardworking. They were the money engine of the country. They were the sugar engine of the country. I can go on. There is a feeling of, okay, we run these things. That's okay. That's a good thing, as long as you don't let it run to your head. Tell us a little bit about all this Padma Vyuham that is there of Maharashtra politics. What do you think BJP needs to do?
Let me take you back to Maharashtra. So there are problems from both the sides, from both Shiv Sena as well as BJP. So if we go back to Maharashtra before 2014 assembly elections, things were fine with both the BJP as well as Uddhav Thackeray. But where the things went wrong? See, both in 2014 elections, all the four parties, BJP, Shiv Sena, Congress and NCP, all agreed or all arranged to fight elections independently. So out of the 288 seats, BJP got around 120 plus seats. I am taking you to 2014, and Shiv Sena was next, and followed by Sharad Pawar and Congress. So what happened was, there was a disagreement between BJP and Shiv Sena even in 2014 level itself. Uddhav Thackeray began to feel that he is another Balasaheb Thackeray, and he summoned the BJP leaders, including Amit Shah, who was at that time BJP president, and there was reports that he made Devendra Fadnavis to stay outside, who was a state president at that time and leader of opposition. So he was asked to wait outside for the discussions, and those things happened. So when 2014 episode ended, there was a simmering grudge between Uddhav Thackeray on one hand and the Shiv Sena, the BJP on the other hand. But because you can see from 2014 till 2019, Uddhav Thackeray didn't lost any single opportunity to criticize the Modi government at the center. And though they were sharing the cabinet with the Modi government at the center as well as in the state, Uddhav Thackeray didn't wasted any single moment to criticize or whatever it was for Modi government. But 2019, what happened was, both agreed to fight the election under the leadership of Devendra Fadnavis. And what made the BJP to change its attitude towards the Shiv Sena was, during the election, there were huge sabotaging which happened. That Shiv Sena didn't transfer its votes to BJP. That led to the BJP to fall below the specific numbers, because BJP couldn't retain its old numbers and it has to rely on Shiv Sena. And here BJP began to feel that Shiv Sena is doing this at the behest of Sharad Pawar, because Sharad Pawar could have told Shiv Sena, especially Uddhav Thackeray, that to contain BJP's seats, yes, so that an alternative arrangement could be made. So what happened during that time? The legislative party's time was over, and because every assembly has a time frame, and when the assembly, any government is not framed within that assembly time frame, the governor's rule will be imposed. So Maharashtra also, it couldn't find a suitable government at that time. So at that time, Bhagat Singh Koshyari, who was the governor, imposed the governor's rule. So Sharad Pawar played a very tricky role in this time. So he wanted to lift the governor's rule. So what he did was, only if a government is formed, governor's rule will be lifted. So he allowed Ajit Pawar to negotiate with Devendra Fadnavis and the BJP leaders, so that an alternative government is formed, so that the governor's rules is lifted, and then he will move out, so that to form an MEA. That was his plan, and he did that also. But BJP didn't, smell this whole game. And a midnight drama was done. Government was formed, and later he moved out of that government, saying that I can't do. I have no support of Sharad Pawar's legislatures. So Ajit Pawar pulled out, and he formed an MVA. So this was the history. Now, what really is not working for BJP is like what happened in Haryana. Same things are happening in Maharashtra. People are seeing Devendra Fadnavis as a Brahmin leader and not as a Maharashtrian leader. See, there was a time when BJP had a good leaders. They had they had not a stalwarts, but still they had 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝘀𝘀𝘁𝘀, they had Vinod Tavade, they had Gopinath Munde. But Gopinath Munde passed away, and 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝘀𝘀𝘁𝘀 was removed from BJP, and Vinod Tavade has moved to central politics. So that is why it is giving like a free hand to Devendra Fadnavis in the state. But Devendra Fadnavis' appeal is not going beyond the, it's not able to break the ice with the Maratha voters. Though he had run the government successfully for 5 years, if you see Marathwada, Vidarbha, and those areas, that appeal is not still, it's still lacking. And as you rightly mentioned, Ajit Pawar's entry into this coalition, that further damaged the credibility of this alliance, Mahayuti, because Shinde's Shiv Sena, BJP, and other smaller parties are enough for running the show. Ajit Pawar's party's entry and the ground level BJP people's reluctance to coordinate with Ajit Pawar, that also is adding to the further complications. So, to order to have a better turnout or better tally in the assembly elections, BJP has to first disassociate itself with Ajit Pawar on one hand, and have a decent but good seat sharing arrangements with the Shinde Sena, and also have to adopt a Madhya Pradesh formula to identify the weak seats as early as possible and announce the candidates, and start the campaign with more local leaders on hand, with local tall leaders, instead of relying on one single leader. And this could, I perhaps feel, could give a decent tally for this Mahayuti. If not, they are able to win the election.
I have a question. This may sound funny, but I want to still ask this question. I don't think Thackeray is a Maratha either, right?
He is a Kayastha.
Right. So, but you can't call him a Maratha. Why I'm asking is, see, if you try to divide Maharashtra along caste lines and things like that, and then say that Maratha shall rule, then you are left with only one candidate, which is Sharad Pawar. So, I'm asking you guys, what exactly has he done for the state? Apart from enriching his coffers. It's called National Corrupt Party. Many people joke. NCP is called National Corrupt Party. And you all know, viewers, what he tried to do. He tried to fund a company in England close to $100 billion. $100 billion was supposed to be the operating capital. And this was in Companies House, London. And when I think they submitted the intent to fund that, and then when people said, oh my goodness, is that your net worth? Then he immediately withdrew the whole papers. But the fact that it was submitted and then later withdrawn is still on Companies House. Now, after that, what he did was, he said that the other founders, other promoters put my name without my consent and put a lawsuit also. See, this is BS. In a company house in Britain, if you're going to open a company, you have to sign it yourself. You can't have somebody else sign. So the thing is, for people who want to believe, they'll believe anything. So this man is a cunning fox. Good that Modi is also getting challenged. I like that part. But my 2 cents would be, BJP needs to grow the party on its own feet. This Eknath Shinde, Uddhav Thackeray, Ajit Pawar, these are all not useful. Sit in the opposition. Be a good opposition. Isn't that what Devendra Fadnavis was? He was a very good opposition candidate. They couldn't pull wool over his eyes. Some of his speeches when he was a leader of opposition were stirring speeches. He had the numbers on his fingers. Kata, cut, kata, cut. It was not easy for the government at that day. I think it was Congress government. And we have not even talked Congress yet. We are just talking about others here. So you have the Congress, and they're probably going to go with MVA. They'll say, okay, somehow Uddhav is only CM in name. It is essentially Sharad Pawar that is running. In fact, he was off for some time. You could see that Sharad Pawar is taking the meeting of all the secretaries. They didn't even hide this picture. So viewers, Maharashtra voters are very erudite. They read a lot. They understand a lot of things. How would you like your state to be run? In the last 1 year, I definitely can tell you the improvement, infrastructural improvement that under 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝘀𝘆 𝗢𝙗𝘆 that has been attempted. Basically, this is being run by BJP. Let's accept that also. It's been very, very good. You'll go back to the hour of shed, this BS, that BS, ye nahi karenge, wo nahi karenge. I mean, if that's what Mumbaikars want, because what Mumbai thinks today, Maharashtra will think tomorrow. Today, Mumbai is angry with BJP. BJP needs to be remorseful. Again, you can correct me. They needs to go back and tell that it's a galti ho gayi, maaf kijiye, kshama kijiye in Marathi. And I think the voter will forgive. But this requires a fair amount of radical rethink. Over to you. What do you think?
One more thing to add, sir. The recent results of Maharashtra have kindled the hopes of Congress. So I don't think Congress will agree for Uddhav Thackeray as a chief minister for the second time this time, if MVA comes to rule. So we should all accept that Uddhav Thackeray was not the first choice of Congress either, even in its first place. During 2019 assembly elections, where the post-poll scenario, Uddhav Thackeray was not the choice of the Congress. It was because of Sharad Pawar's insistence, Congress agreed. And going by the numbers now, what in 2024 Lok Sabha elections, I don't think Congress will agree for such a same position to Uddhav Thackeray. And Uddhav Thackeray also has a problem. Like, if we should agree that in Balasaheb Thackeray's time, he has not moved out of Matosri, the official residence of Thackeray's. But if you see, after the MVA government was formed, how many times Uddhav Thackeray went and visited 𝗤𝙤𝙤𝘀𝑆? The person who was sitting in the Matosri, his father's house, and asked every BJP leader to come and sit in Matosri, come and stand before them and also listen to his seat sharing formula. How many times he went to 𝗤𝙤𝙤𝘀𝑆? So this shows the hypocrisy in the leadership style of Uddhav Thackeray. So this is where the problem lies with both the sides. That is why I mean to say that Uddhav Thackeray cannot be spared in this whole issue.
Well, again, Congress believes that it and it alone shall get the entire Muslim vote. So whenever you have strong regional partners, the regional partners are beginning to feel nervous. You take a look at CPIM in Kerala. CPIM thought that they made a master stroke by having Pinarayi Vijayan's daughter, second marriage, to an SDPI leader, and that man is now supposed to be running the government. He's also the PWD minister. And Vijayan thought, yes, this entire Muslim vote bank is in my pocket. Until the elections happened in 2024. Again, the UDF has swept it. Why? Because in the Muslim voters' name, he is looking at that party that has the best chance of defeating BJP. This hatred of BJP is going to consume you guys. This is irrational. It's irrational. He has done more for you than any other prime minister. So Modi also suffers from snub appeal, not snob appeal, snub appeal. And what can I say? सबका साथ कहाँ गया? सबका विकास कहाँ गया? So this is where the thing is. You yourself are lying, Mr. Prime Minister, when you say this and do something else. The Hindus feel let down, which is the reason why 2024 has given you this surprise. Many people feel that, I can't get here, I can't get there. At least let me express my displeasure. Displeasure is a very powerful emotion, right? So get back to Maharashtra. What do you think? Do you think BJP should go it alone? I think even 𝗤𝗚𝘅 Shinde is baggage for BJP, I think.
No, actually, sir, I will say that 𝗤𝗚𝘅 Shinde didn't fare that much bad as far as Lok Sabha is concerned.
Okay.
There are some seats like we have Ratnagiri is there. There are some seats like Sindhudurg is there. So, seats where Shinde as well as BJP, Shinde got around 7 seats. And whereas if you see Uddhav Thackeray got around 9 seats. It was like Shinde was almost equal to Uddhav Thackeray, going by that level of mass polarization happening on one side. It was the BJP who was the real damaging side, because they couldn't get the urban votes on one hand, the OBC consolidation on the other hand, the alliance votes, it's not getting transferred, the Maratha votes, and so many other factors which didn't went well as far as BJP is concerned. But still, if you could see, they have almost got all big leaders. They made them to contest, starting from Piyush Goyal, they have Narayan Rane, they had Pankaja Munde, they had other leaders also, even the famous lawyer who fought for 2611 case. So they tried their level best in fielding as the candidates is concerned. But when the ground support level is something different, that even candidates cannot pull it through. That's what I feel. So as far as assembly election is concerned, they should go for major share. It needs a complete relook of the strategy. They should have strong leaders, ground level leaders they should have. And as I mentioned, they should start preparation much early. The delay in seat sharing and all those things will just pull you down. Because even in Lok Sabha, I found that the seat sharing was very much delayed between Shinde as well as BJP.
Well, these are all happens when there is a fight of equals or matter of who feels perceiving where they are strong. For example, if you take 𝗤𝗚𝘅 Shinde group, Dombivli, Thana, these areas he is strong, and he has been able to kind of protect that turf. And like you said, they haven't done too badly, but this dissection has to happen carefully. That Shinde okay, Pawar not okay. BJP should dump Pawar, in my opinion. This is a joke, guys. You are being made fool of. You are the central party. You are the more responsible person. You are the elder in the family. So BJP, it behooves BJP to act that way and express right up front that we are dropping power from the alliance. It's going to cost them 1 seat in the center. 1 MP will go away, right? So it will from whatever the number, it is -1. They're aggregating others here and there. And Uddhav Thackeray, I don't think, if there's going to be so much pinpricks, I don't think they should keep seeking out Uddhav Thackeray. It may be just to try and break the other side, but knowing that Uddhav Thackeray is also not a Maratha. If you want to win the Maratha vote, get a solid Maratha man, right? I don't know who that is. Again, I don't know who that is. If Ajit Pawar is your Maratha man, clearly he has not delivered. Wouldn't you say that?
Actually, the obsession with 1 seat, Baramati, to win over Baramati seat, they went with Ajit Pawar. That's what I feel. So BJP made a blunder thinking that to win Baramati seat, they need Ajit Pawar, so they went in with him, and that cost dearly for the alliance as a whole.
Thank you so much. Now let us take a quick look at Delhi elections. Now that AK-49 is in the jail and Atishi seems to be making some moves, Sanjay Singh out on bail is also making some moves. How do you see this whole politics in Delhi?
Delhi actually, we should agree that it was a Jansangh bastion at one moment
Yes.
of time. It had very strong Jansangh leaders. It had Kedarnath Sani, it had Madan Lal Khurana, it had Sahib Singh Verma, and all those things went down when during the 1998, that onion crisis, when it hit that Delhi, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh at that time. It was the last chief minister was Sushma Swaraj. And after Sushma Swaraj in 1998, it was 15 years by Aam Aadmi Party. Sorry, Congress by Sheila Dikshit from 1998 till 2013. After that, it was Aam Aadmi Party in 2013 with a minority government supported by Congress from outside, and later from 2015 until now. So what I feel, the another blunder of BJP was when there was a governor's rule, when the 2013 election was 2013 Aam Aadmi Party, it won with Congress support. Congress support had 8 MLAs at that time, and it supported it from outside. So when Arvind Kejriwal government fell, after 2014 election, they could have called for early elections because it was a governor's rule. They could have called for elections. BJP postponed that elections. So it allowed Arvind Kejriwal to regroup and to reach out to the voters within 2015 with a folded hand saying that he will never ever go with Congress, so please support me. So people overwhelmingly supported Aam Aadmi Party. Had the BJP called an early elections, elections along with 2014, they could have won that election. So that was another blunder by BJP, which it is still struggling. Now, coming to Delhi, we should accept that Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal has lost that, whatever we say, the craze of the people. It caught the imagination of the people long before. And during its formation, people thought that it will be the ideal party to rule Delhi, but no longer. That's what I feel so. Now, what BJP need is a strong regional faces. It has 70 seats, and BJP has a good networking system there, along with a good booth committee. Because if you see, 2014, 2019, 2024, all the 3 elections, BJP got 7 out of 7 as far as Lok Sabha is concerned. Right. Nowhere else I have seen BJP getting this much tractions. Like it had in Himachal, it had in Uttarakhand, but still Delhi is special because whoever wins Delhi, most of the seats out of the 7, they forms the government at the center. It was a myth, actually. I can say a jinx also. If you see in 1998, BJP got 6 out of 7. Vajpayee's time. 1999, 7 out of 7. 2004, BJP got 1 out of 7 and it lost power. 2009, BJP lost 7 out of 7. Congress won all the 7 seats. And 2014, 2019, 2024, all the 3 elections, BJP got 7 out of 7. It is not an easy task. But still, BJP is able to make it. That means BJP has a chance in Delhi, provided it does its homework well.
Thank you so much. And now we have a few questions for you, Srikumarji. I hope you can answer them. Let's have the questions, please. Anshuman Singh wants to know, sir, in Jharkhand, my home state, people have made up their mind. There will be change. The big issue is corruption. I have friends in JMM. They can't face people. BJP just needs to clearly, without confusion, put up their candidates. Your views. I think they have already announced, they said today, I read a news article that they are already planning. They are doing it on Chhattisgarh lines. Whatever they did in Jharkhand, yes. I mean, in Chhattisgarh, I think they want to repeat that experiment. Your thoughts?
Jharkhand, as you rightly mentioned, Anshuman Singhji, that there are 81 seats in Jharkhand. So BJP has a chance this time. It is a low-hanging fruit for Jharkhand, for BJP. Because first it has a regional head. It has Babulal Marandi. We have not discussed Jharkhand in detail earlier. So I use this opportunity to discuss somewhat about Jharkhand. So Jharkhand is also a tribal ruled state BJP had its government from 2000 to 2004. It had two chief ministers, one as Babulal Marandi and later by Arjun Munda. Arjun Munda is not a pedigree BJP man. He is a man from Jharkhand Mukti Morcha. But Babulal Marandi was unceremoniously removed. That was during Vajpayee's time. Due to some MLAs, they wanted Arjun Munda to be the chief minister and they wanted to remove Babulal Marandi. Babulal Marandi thought that he is being betrayed by BJP and he floated his own party, Jharkhand Vikas Party or something. But Modi wanted Babulal Marandi to come. He persuaded him for a long time. And later it materialized only during, after post 2020, I should say, after that election, Jharkhand election, Babulal Marandi agreed to merge his party with BJP. Now, Babulal Marandi will be the face of BJP in Jharkhand. And he is a tall leader there. BJP will also have no objection, central BJP, to have Babulal Marandi to be the chief minister of Jharkhand. That is one. Second, the bad idea of Raghubar Das to head BJP during 2015 till 2020. Though he is a OBC face, he was not considered as one who can be a vote puller in Jharkhand. And the polarized society also. And there was a breakup of alliance between All Jharkhand Students Union, AJSU, and BJP. That also cost BJP more seats during last election. And sidelining of leaders like 𝗤𝙗𝙬𝗓 Rai, that also cost the BJP. So this time, I don't think BJP will do the mistakes. BJP had learned its lessons earlier. Now Hemant Soren is in jail. Jharkhand Mukti Morcha is not in a very strong position. BJP is now seen as an ideal party of governance, though, and the tribal versus non-tribal issue will be also put to rest if they project Babulal Marandi as a chief minister, and also a decent seat allocation with the AJSU. I think BJP can make it through in this election in Jharkhand.
Thank you so much. And next question, please. Shashi Kumar wants to know, will Modi ji learn from the recent jolt or will he still appease the peacefully violent community? Clever choice of words.
Modi is a quick learner, I should say. Because if you see, Modi has evolved from time to time. We should not mistake his wisdom. Because from a remote place of Gujarat, coming to a center stage of a national center stage, and also has a significant influence in international community. It's not an easy joke. So Modi has the capacity to evolve himself. Only time will tell, but I think he will keep these issues in mind before he's taking the next political step.
Thank you. Next one, Full Metal Heart. Thank you so much for your donation. Sir, every nationalist YouTuber should form a union and every week decide on pushing which agenda, support each other. We are ready to contribute. It's a message more than a question. Full Metal Heart. I don't know if I want to call myself anything. I mean, left likes to call itself left. And then because they have called themselves left and the others are not left, they call them right. Why do you have to have a left or a right? I'm where the truth is pointing rather than being a left or a right. And we will take up issues and we will support. Like you saw me come out very strongly in support of Anand Ranganathan. I think that thing has died down. Maybe people started telling, look, you try this thing again, you'll be back in jail. I don't know what was told to the fact checker, but I think it has helped. It has gone down. So now the next thing that is coming up is now Ajit Bharti is being targeted, I'm told. Thank you again, Full Metal Heart. This is the second contribution from you. Ajit Bharti is being targeted and Raka sir is supporting him in Telugu. Please coordinate. See, this is very short-sighted on part of a national party like Congress, which is also used to criticism. Why are you taking individual pot shots at people? Are you not confident of getting the Muslim vote now? That you have to constantly keep on proving your anti-Hindu credentials? Is that what DKS wants? By the way, you are going to mention something about DK Shivakumar's threat to Bengaluru rural voters if they did not vote for Congress. Can you share that also?
Yeah, there was some news reports which came that DK Shivakumar's brother was standing in Bangalore rural
DK Suresh,
elections,
who lost.
and
Yeah.
yes, DK Suresh, and there was the news report saying that Congress party began to say that no, you should enjoy, you should, if you want to vote, if you want to more benefits including water and other stuffs, so you should vote for Congress. But I don't know how the people have not agreed to this either threat or veiled threat or the whatever they wanted to say, but they went ahead with to vote for BJP this time, because I still wonder, DK Suresh was a Congress candidate who survived the 2019 BJP wave in Karnataka. Out of 28 seats, BJP got around 25 seats. Sumalata got 1 seat, and in Hassan, I believe Kumaraswamy's, sorry,
Revana one, right?
Revana's son got it. Yes. And in Bangalore rural, DK Suresh won. But still this time, DK Suresh was not able to retain his seats. That is a big thing, this election. I always feel, sir, this election, so many big shots have lost. Starting from Badruddin Ajmal, Pankaja Munde, Smriti Irani, Omar Abdullah, Mehbooba Mufti, DK Suresh. So many people have lost this election.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please. Full Metal Heart, thank you once again. Def Talks, P Gurus, Anand Ranganathan, 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝙀𝘀𝘆, Charvak, Shyam Sharma, ANI, Jaipur Dialogues, OCN Network. Find more and coordinate, please. It is happening. It is happening in a limited way. I think Def Talks goes frequently on Jaipur Dialogues. I used to be a frequenter. I just don't have the bandwidth anymore. I have too many things going on right now. So that's why I'm not able to go to any other. In fact, I don't go to TV also. I'm busy just doing stuff for P Gurus, because we, at a growth phase, it demands a certain amount of content. And for us to give quality content, we have to do a lot of research. And if you'll notice, we are one of the few YouTube channels which will give you the reference links based on which we are giving our commentaries. So we pride ourselves in being factual. So that's where things go. We'll see where things go. Left Co is so well. One guy posts, all jump on it, but that's because they are lying. Full Metal Heart. See, if you lie, then you need the other support to try and, their thing is Goebbelsian. 1,000 times told over, a lie becomes the truth. That's what they are hoping to do. And the right is not that way. We are for what is right, not the opposite of left, but what is correct, dharmic. That is what we are. So there is a slight difference in the way things are perceived. But yes, we will work together. Next one, please. Shashi Kumar wants to know, Srikumar, can a bill be tabled and bulldozed through where every eligible citizen must vote or pay a heavy fine?
I don't think it will work, Shashi Kumar, because see, we all say it's a democracy, and to vote is our duty. But people who doesn't want to exercise their right, who don't want to do that, how can we force them? That is one thing. And second, the voting, what you mean to say is the voting percentage, dip in voting percentage, but there is no enough mechanism for us to remove the duplicate voters. That also should have been taken care also, because if people have about 2 to 3 voting cards, one in village and another in city, so they are not cancelling that. How can we do that? Because unless that is done, we will feel that there is a dip in voting percentage. And there are a number of people from Bangladesh who are holding voting cards. That is also news we are reading. People who have died are still having voting cards. They are not, their names were not taken out. So how we are going to rectify that? So unless we have a foolproof system on one hand, we cannot expect the all the people to vote. There could be some genuine reasons also that people cannot vote, but we also feel happy that people have traveled from abroad, including US and other countries, to India to vote, irrespective of the number people whomever they vote, but they have come to India to vote. That also is happening. So the bill, bringing of this bill will be not that much useful. That's what I feel. So
Next one, please. Sachin Sharma wants to know, as you said, Sushma Swaraj as CM in 1998 of Delhi, how about Bansuri Swaraj as the face of Delhi BJP? She even won Lok Sabha seat, or should BJP prepare her for future Delhi leader?
Sachin ji, I feel so that BJP has tried almost everyone in Delhi. So they tried Sushma Swaraj in 98. They tried Madan Lal Khurana in 2003. They tried V.K. Malhotra, Vijay Malhotra in 2008. They tried Harshavardhan in 2013. So almost everyone they tried. But they have to, I don't think that, even without a leader, BJP can win this election, provided they have a good setup in place, because they have so many people, like even in ground level leaders, they have intellectual leaders in Delhi. So giving the right person with the right narrative, I think they can make it. Bansuri is new to politics, so she should be allowed to learn more. So just because she is the daughter of Sushma Swaraj, immediately in this election, she cannot be given that much big responsibility to head the state. But she is an MP. I think she is now, unlike other the earlier batch of 7 MPs, she is more vociferous. That's a good thing about Bansuri Swaraj. If you see the last time, the 7 people who were there, I hardly found anyone who are taking up the people's issue, be it Meenakshi Lekhi or be it anyone. I think this election, Bansuri Swaraj have a good role to play, probably as a chief campaigner or something like that.
We still have about 6 or 7 questions. I request you to keep your answers maybe 30 seconds or so.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Shobhit Singh, for your generous donation. Jats every time feel that BJP hurts their ego, despite BJP doing no such thing. Also, Dalit appeasement is also not working. So, how to get Jats and Dalits?
So, Jats are basically, they don't belong to BJP, but they voted for other parties like Om Prakash Chautala or something like that. The weakening of Om Prakash Chautala, that is becoming the, Jats have left with no option but to support the Congress. Now, BJP is also trying its level best to appease the Jats on one hand. If you see, Jagdeep Dhankar was made vice president for that purpose. So many things are happening, but still they are not able to convince them. It will take a long time. I don't know, for the unknown reasons, Jats are not happy with the BJP. Dalits will further take more time, because unlike others, Dalits have their own issues to go with BJP. But BJP is in the form of expansive mode, because if you see, tribals have not. See that one thing I will add, they began to say, Congress said that they will take out the reservation of SC and ST. SC votes dented for BJP, but ST voted dented, because ST still voted for BJP in all states. Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, they voted for BJP. So it will take time, but I think BJP can do.
Next one, please. Swami Raji wants to know, please have a session on Places of Worship Act and Waqf Board and how to legislate to annul them. Also, HR and CE Act. Yes, definitely we will do that, Swami. Thank you so much. Next one. Kamalkant Nandi wants to know, Kamalkanti Nandi, I should say. Dear Sree Iyer, please make one episode on compulsory voting and maybe online voting. What do you think? Kamalkanti ji have already done this thing about 2.5 years ago, how blockchain can be used to ensure that everybody can vote from the comfort of their homes. I think that was what was the idea that they were having of having, vote on your smartphone. I don't know if they are going to dial it back now. But if that comes, certainly the voting percentage will go up much closer to 80-90%. Next one. And you can also impose a fine if they don't vote. I mean, you are taking the job of going and standing in a line away, then you have no excuse. Venkatraman Iyer wants to know, Elon Musk has now entered the discussion on EVM, which one would thought have died a slow death after the results of the last Lok Sabha elections. What, in your opinion, would now happen?
Nothing will happen. So now Modi will challenge, okay, if we go by that one, let us have another election. Ready for that. I think Congress will sit down because they will no longer go with further challenge. So it is all news making, and whenever there is a parliament session comes, these ecosystems come out with a story, and the Congress and others begin to harp the story once and again. So it is because election now, the 24th, I believe, it's a parliament session is going to start. Now, earlier, at least they have to take the vote and become MP, then only the issues start. Now, now they begin to do that even before they take the vote as MP. That's only the difference.
Next one, Krishan Kant wants to know how BJP is going to build and deliver counter-narrative systems which work during elections.
It's a very big task. The one thing which BJP had to address immediately is a communication system. See, on one hand, the Congress was able to, harp its lies one after another, and BJP was struggling even to tell the truth and facts and the proper numbers. It shows weakness in the BJP's part. So on one hand, if you see, Congress told that 400 MPs Modi is asking just because he wanted to change the constitution, and he wanted to do away with the reservations. BJP had no answer for that, and there were two motor mouths, one from Karnataka and another from Uttar Pradesh. The two MP candidates began to say that yes, if we get to 400 numbers, we will change the constitution. Congress craftily told that yes, what we are told has come true. Now Modi is going to do away with the reservation. So the communication is one big thing what the BJP lacks. I think they should address not during the time of election, during the course of governance also. If you see CAA, if you see farmers' law issue, all those issues, the issue further complicated because of the lack of communication from the BJP side.
Somebody like Smriti Irani is just around now. She is not an MP anymore. She's not a minister anymore. But she can really take on people in their own language. Even if you have to go every day and say, this is what we did today, start using some powerful voices like hers so that she can be in television debate. She can also be in press conferences that can be done every day. BJP Bhavan or government, somewhere you need to be able to do that. That policy has to develop. Without communicating, you're not going to win. That is your Achilles heel. So that brings us to a close of today's program. Very entertaining one. Thank you so much, Srikumar. We'll be back again next Sunday in English and next Wednesday in Hindi. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. Namaskar. Jai Hind.